Good morning, students. Today will be your partnership topics continuation and last topic of your partnership. So here we'll be seeing some topics here. So last class we've been seeing type of partners, that is active, sleeping, nominal, minor, etc. Okay, we have been seeing types of partners. Here we'll be seeing type of partnership and other more some topics. Under type of partnership, we have categories, that is form of business. Under that, we have unlimited liability, and a second one is limited liability. Under unlimited liability, we have sole partnership and general partnership. Then in limited liability, we have limited partnership, private limited liability, public limited liability. So this is the chart of your form of business. Under that we have unlimited liability and limited liability too. Under that we have subcategories. Yeah, majorly we'll be seeing sole proprietorship, corporation, partnership, limited liability company. Okay, in the business. So classification on the basis of duration. Okay, classification goes like this. First one is partnership at will. What it is? Partnership at will. This type of partnership exists at the will of the partners. It can be continue as long as the partners want and it's terminated when any partner gives a notice of withdrawal from partnership of the firm. So here partnership at will means where people, two or more people, by willingly, okay, with their want, okay, desire, they come into partnership. As much as they are willing to continue business, they can continue the business. So mutual understanding should be here for the continuation of the business. Once, okay, any partner, okay, if three partners are there, for example, three have been willingly started the partnership, three will be continuing for around 15 years. We will keep an example, 15 years they were being continuing the partnership business. The second party want to withdraw the business. What he want to do? He wants to withdraw the partnership business. At that time, he can give a notice for other two partners for withdrawing the business. In that case, the second party who is withdrawing the business, no, all three will sit. They will go to a meeting. Then, according to the meeting, if other two needs to continue the partner, they can continue with their will. So this second party will withdraw. The old partnership form will be getting cancelled. Okay, the what and all the documents and all the things, okay, will get cancelled, and the other two parties who willing, right, first party and second party is willing to continue the business. There they will start a same partnership with new agreements. What it is? With new agreement. So will, a word will is an full elaboration, okay, with the willingness, okay, without forcing anyone. If other one is need to withdraw, rest have to give the place for him to withdraw. So partnership at will, okay, where with a full mutual understanding they continue the business or withdraw the business by giving the legal notice for other parties. Particular partnership. Partnership formed from the accomplishment of a particular project, says construction of a building or any activity to be carried on a for a specified time period is called particular partnership. Okay, here construction of a building, okay, yeah, this will be an example for particular partnership where a contractor, okay, building contractor a carpenter, a painter, a plumber. Okay, four people are friends. Okay, they four are working with different sectors. See, one is constructing a building, one is carpenter, one is painter, and one is plumber. The four people will go with an partnership. What they will do, if they're taking big buildings, okay, these four people will go into a partnership. They will construct a building. Okay, one will do construction work, one will do painting work, one will do carpenter work, one will do plumber work. They'll finish the project for a particular time period and they will finish and give. Or other one example is where two people are same field. Okay, that is construction in a building. So two people are engineers who's constructing the building. They both go into mutual understanding for a particular period until the building get completed. Okay, after that they withdraw the partnership. So only for a specified time period, okay, for that particular work there will be a partnership. After that there will not be a partnership. So such type of partnership work is called as a particular partnership on a project. They do only that projects and they withdraw. Next, if new project is coming again, if the two people want to go with mutual understanding or they are well good bonding, again the two people will start a new partnership. After that they will withdraw, then third one will come. Okay, like this for only particular period, okay, till the building gets constructed or any work project is been completed. Till then there will be a partner for that particular period. Next, classification on the basis of liabilities. So general partner, which have been shown in the table. In general partnership, the liability of partners is unlimited and joint. Okay, so generally they have been partners. Here their liabilities will be unlimited, and the liability which is unlimited should be joint with everyone. Okay, not one sole person. Okay, single sole person or two people are taking the responsibility of whole liability, or they're taking more share. So according to the investment of the capital, they will be sharing the liabilities also. Okay, but here the liability which they are sharing will be unlimited due to the circumstances of the business. In such case all will be jointly and sharing the liabilities to repay them. The partners enjoys the right to participate in the management of the firm, and their act are binding on each other as well as the firm. Registration for the firm is optional. Okay, so here all the partners put together, they enjoy the partnership rights. Okay, that is taking decisions, okay, running the business, okay, making any changes, okay, what activity they should do, everything they will take. Okay, on what money they have been invested, they'll be sharing even profits also, and business will be running with mutual understanding with everyone. Like that, even the losses also, okay, they will be sharing. If liability is more, according to the capital investment, okay, they need to take, everyone need to jointly take the unlimited liabilities and repay with their personal assets. Then here registration of the firm is optional because it is general partnership where like all other partnerships are there, but the registration of the firm is optional within the friends and family members, not with everyone. Then we have limited partnership. In limited partnership, the liability of at least one partner is unlimited, whereas the rest may have limited liability. Such partnership does not get terminated with the death or any other insolvence of the limited partnership. Okay, here one partner, okay, who is the main source for running the business we can keep, okay, who need to start initially the partnership, okay, or on the capital invested more, okay, the capital have been invested more, he will be the one of the most leading partnership. For only him the liabilities will be more, rest all partners will be having limited liabilities. Okay, due to the death or insolvency of the limited partnership, they need not need to close the business, okay. They can run, other partners can run the business, because the death is taken placed by limited partnership, not by the unlimited partnership. If unlimited partnership is getting death or insolvents or any termination, then the company, okay, other partners need to get terminated. But here, when limited partnership is getting terminated or death, say other partners can run the business, because limited, the other members will be having the same liabilities, okay. What they will be having, same liability, that is limited. Only the head person, okay, who has been invested more or who is taking every activity participated, okay, he will be having unlimited liabilities. Till the main person, that one person is there, the rest partners need not get fear to run the business, because the whole responsibility is given for one partner, okay, that is unlimited liability partner. Next topic is a partnership deed, okay. So what is partnership deed, we will see here. Yeah, meaning of partnership deed, it refers to the written agreement with specific the terms and conditions that govern the partnership is called partnership deed. See here, I have taken a image where two parties are there. So put two parties also having the same agreement. What is it? Same agreement is there, where all the rules and regulation of the business, terms and condition of each other, okay. Let it be from investment of capital, sharing profit and loss, okay. What is the activity he need to take in the business? What is the management things he need to take into consideration? Then rules, okay. So if for a college also there is a rules for everyone, where you have to come by 8:30, where we will be taking classes, where you people will sit and listen the classes. Then after that at 4 we will be leaving, okay. So regularly classes will be going like that. Each and every business will be having their own terms and condition, how to run the business, what is the manner of running the business, okay. So all that will be written in a clear document, okay. Then who are the partners, okay, they need to sign, okay, with the mutual understanding, okay. That is the written document which tells we mutually get understanding into running a partnership. So that agreement is called as the written agreement. What it is? It is a written agreement with specific terms and condition that governs the partnership, okay, where all the things will be put into that agreement, and both the parties mutually get into agreement is called as partnership deed. Yeah, what are all the things the partnership deed generally includes are, first one is name of the firm, okay. So here, name of the firm, okay. Not only in this business, so every business will be having their general includes, okay, the deed. So here name of the firm will be there. Then nature of business and location of business. So nature of the businesses, for example, I can give you malls, okay. In malls, the nature of the business is, one is you have food items, that is your Domino's, okay, Pizza Hut, KFC and all. Other one is clothing center, other one is shoe centers, okay, where you have your shoes, okay. Then you have leather bags, cosmetics, you have film theaters, you have, okay, game sections we have, okay. So nature of the business is like that, okay. What is the nature of the business? So each one is characteristics, okay, it has been classified in the nature what they do. So if it is clothing, it is a dress shop. If it is cosmetic, it is a cosmetic shop. If it is a jewelry shop, it is a jewelry shop. Like that, the name of the business, okay, the nature and the location where it has been located, okay. For example, I can take your Garuda Mall, okay. So the location I can give as a Garuda Mall. Then duration of business, okay, for how long you're going to continue the business, two parties, okay. So always the duration will be more than 5 to 10 years, because in the middle if you need, you can withdraw the business, not an issue, okay. if you need, you can withdraw the business in the middle. But if you need to continue, okay, if you need to extend the business, again you need to do all these formalities once again. Okay, your expenses will be more. So usually the partnership will put the contract usually for 5 to 10 years. In the between, if they need, they will withdraw. Okay, for withdrawing for withdrawing or cancellation of partnership, there is no much legal charges. But for extension of your business further, more than 1 year, after 1 year, if you need to extend your business, there will be lot of procedures to be followed, and legal expenses will be more. So duration of the business is should be mentioned there. Then investment made by each partner. As I've been told, if 5 partners are there, so what is the contribution of 5 partners towards the business? Okay, all that should be mentioned, because tomorrow there should not be any legal problem or misunderstanding between all the partners. There should not be conflict in anyone. So always in partnership there should be all this mentioned very detailedly. Then distribution of profit and losses. So what is the ratio on profit, what we are getting, how we are going to distribute? Okay, on the equal proportion. Okay, all the 5 will get equal shares, or according to the investment of the capital, or according to the participation in the company. Okay, on the participation of the company, like that. Here we will be seeing, okay, how the profits are being seen. Then duties and obligation of the partners. Okay, so what are the responsibilities, okay, or duties the partner should be taken to run the business? Okay, so if I'm good in managing, I can take managing the things, okay, in the this one company, that is purchase, sales. Okay, if I am good in payment, okay, so how I keep everything payment sister in a systematic manner, so I can go for accounts department. Like that, each one need to get their duties and obligation between the partners. Then salaries and withdrawals of the partnership. So if anyone needs salaries, okay, so that also should be mentioned, for which partner you are giving on the salary basis. And anyone is withdrawing, limited withdrawal should be in a partnership. Okay, so every month a partner can withdraw 2000. Okay, so that should be mentioned, who and all have that right, and paying salary, who is eligible for paying salaries. Then terms governing admissions, retirement, and explosion of the partners. Okay, so terms and condition for the admitting means one partner is been adding newly between. Okay, now 5 are running. If one partner is going to come and add, okay, so 6 partners will be there. That is called your admission. Okay, when where we will be adding a new partner in a firm is called the admission. So what is the rules and regulations, okay, there. Then retirement, if a person is not willing, okay, he needs to retire, or aged person is getting retired, so what is the rules and regulation, and how other members should cooperate with each other, all those things should be there. Interest on capital and interest on withdrawal. So if you need interest on your capital, so everyone, all the partners should get interest on the capital, so that will be mentioned here. If on the withdrawal, so if you're not paying back properly, on that also interest will be there. Okay, so interest on capital, interest on withdrawal, that should be mentioned. Then procedure for this dissolution of the firm. Okay, if the firm needs to get close, okay, that is dissolution means they need to shut down the business. At that time, all the partners should get into mutual understandings. Okay, okay, or all the parties need to get the meeting. Okay, what is the procedure of closing the business? Okay, and other partners are ready to take up the business. Okay, like that they need to check out. Then preparation of accounts and their auditing. Okay, so as every business needs to be preparing accounts and auditing at a systematic manner, that one. Then method of solving disputes. So any problem is there, okay, if anything is there, what is the method of solving the disputes? Then partnership firm registration, that is registration of partnership. How it has been registered, we will see. So registration of a partnership firm. So here we'll be seeing what are the things needed for the registrations, okay, and how they're going to do the registration. So registration of a partnership firm means the entering of the firm's name. What we are going to do, we are going to enter the firm's name in the industry field, okay, in the market, along with the relevant prescribed particulars, okay, that is who are the partners, where we are going to start the firm, okay, what is the capital invested by other parties, okay, how long they are going to do, all those things will be mentioned here in the register of firm kept with the register of a firm. Here we are going to register in the register office, where they will be giving a certificate, okay, this has been the company registered. It provides conclusive proof to the extension of a partnership firm, okay, where we get a proof, okay, where these are the firms which is going to be existing, okay, for a time period, okay, for a certain time period, okay. So registration is very important. Without registration you cannot enter into the market, okay. So that are the legal procedures of a partnership firm. Let it be anyone, okay, your friends or your family members, anyone. The name should be registered as a partnership firm, so that everyone will be knowing that you've been properly certified from the government. It is optional for a partnership firm to get registered. In case a firm does not get registered, it is deprived of many benefit, okay. So here it is optional, okay, whether you want you can register, if you don't want you can not register. If it is very small businesses, okay, where we keep a cloth shop, or if we keep a food canteen shop and all, that is and all a very small, there we don't need registration. But if it is a big, okay, or small medium scale or big partnership firm, you need to register, because you will not get any benefits, okay, many benefits from the government, or the you from your side. If any problem is there, if other four partners, okay, or three partners, two will be very close, okay, one will be ignored, okay, at that time you cannot go and fight for your right, okay, your benefits will not be there. So always a partnership firm should be registered to withstand your rights. The sequences of non-registration of a firm are as follows. A partnership of an unregistered firm cannot file a suit against the firm or other partners. See, I have been told the other partners, okay, they have been cheating you, okay, where they have been cheating in the business. So you cannot take any action against them because you are not registered. If you have been registered, you will be having your right. So other partners can tell, no, he is not a partner only, he is just blaming, okay. So they can tell you are not the partner only, and they can cheat you. Even you cannot go and file a case or fight for your rights. The firm cannot file a suit against third party. So this is conflict between you people, between the partners. If third party, the outsider also does any problem, you cannot go and file a case on them, okay. If they've been cheated in the payment or anything, you cannot go and file, because you have been not registered. So when you are not registered, how you can go and file? They will tell, no, you people are not running the business, only you people are cheating us. So there are many chances. The firm cannot file a case against the partners, okay. So the partners also cannot file any cases here. So document required for a partnership registration is firm number, that is application for registration under the Partnership Act. Then original copies of partnership deed signed by all partners, okay, where all the partners will be signed. Then rental or lease agreement of the property, where the business is set, okay, the companies or business is set. Then affidavit declaring the intention to become a partner. So these are the documents required for the partnership firm. So today's class we have been seeing type of partnership, okay, where we have been seen, then partnership deed, then registration of partnership firm. So tomorrow next class will be continuing with cooperative society. Thank you, students.